Hey guys, Jake Kippen coming at you guys with another helpful hints video. Have you ever heard the expression that you're not supposed to talk about money, politics, religion? Well, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to talk about money. I'm going to talk about money in terms of a real estate transaction. Okay. Basically, I want to talk about one, how much money do you need? Two, how do we cut back on how much money you need? And three, how do us realtors get paid? Those are the three biggest questions that I get on a weekly basis. The first one, how much money do you need? And my answer is it varies. It truly varies. When I was a mortgage officer, I had people bring, there was cases where people brought $800 to closing. There were people that brought $2,000. There were people that brought $25,000. There was people that brought $60,000. It just all depends on the situation and where you're at. So that's the first thing I say. But I also say, that if you have $10,000 to $12,000 in the bank, in a savings, in a 401k, IRA, maybe it's a gift, maybe it's a grant, I always say that's a safe number to have. And the reason for that is actually number two. We can always negotiate on your behalf, the buyer's behalf, seller concessions. And what the seller concessions are, and I'll actually do a video that will go in depth into this, but seller concessions is basically when the seller will contribute money towards your bottom line. So the seller is essentially going to pay your closing costs up to a certain percentage, true. But again, I'll do a video that we can dive into that even deeper. So that's how we kind of cut back on how much money you actually need. Okay. The third thing is, how do us realtors get paid? Now, as a buyer, you typically do not pay your agent. Okay. You guys got enough to worry about with, the down payment, closing costs. There's things you're going to want to do to the house when you move in, whether it's paint, put in hardwoods, maybe remove carpet, whatever. You guys got so many costs just by buying the house. So typically your buyers, you do not pay your real estate agent. Now, where do our fees come from? Basically, when an agent goes to list a house, they negotiate an agreement with the seller of the house, and that fee is split between the agents that bring the buyer and the agent that listed the house. So that's how realtors are paid. So like I said, it's a little different if you were to sell your house, and I can do another video on that. But again, you have so many costs as a buyer that it just doesn't even make sense to pay more money to your agent when you've got closing costs, down payment, taxes, etc., etc. Guys, if you have any questions on this stuff, please feel free to reach out. Remember, I am always here to help. Check out my website, realtorkippen.com, and tag me at realtorkippen. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Thanks, guys. Talk soon.